Blessings. Namaste. My name is Jean Carlo-Wagner, and I'm a 9-year stage 3C colon cancer survivor. I specialize in teaching yoga to other cancer survivors, and I'm a teacher trainer. You're going to meet Faye, and she's new to our family, so we have to just allow her time to talk. I wanted to talk about what people should be asking me as a teacher trainer. Recently, I attended the Yoga Alliance Leadership Conference, and I'm really sad to report that a certification from Yoga Alliance won't be started even for about a 2 to 5 year period in the area of cancer survivorship. And yet there are cancer survivors in yoga classes. In fact, one of the women at the conference told me that a man came into class and said he had back problems. So she was mindful during class, to think about his back. And at the end of the class, he said, "Well, I have liver cancer." And that to me speaks volumes about the amount of people that are already in yoga classes, and they're already voting to what class they want to attend. And I think teachers need some good information on cancer, its treatments, survivorship, and how yoga can be beneficial. I am lobbying very hard to create a standard, but right now, as a consumer, you need to know that there are lots of different certification programs out there, but they are not Yoga Alliance approved certifications, because there is no certification at this time. And yet you need to also look at the person who is teaching. There are some of us who are survivors and became yoga teachers, or we were yoga teachers, had cancer, and then started to specialize in teaching other cancer patients. So it's still consumer beware. I had been a student of yoga for 20 years, but I had not delved into it as much as during and after cancer. It was something I needed. My whole mind, body, and spirit had taken a major hit, and I tried to find a way to come back into exercising and figure out my new normal, and it took me a long time. And I was working at home, very little time, but every day consistently doing 10 minutes of a yoga tape, which really included the first opening of breathing, gentle stretching, and at that point I didn't have any more energy. And I thought, I can't be the only one that has had this experience. And so I backed into yoga in an odd way. I started teaching first. I got a group of friends who, they weren't victims. They chose to let me practice on them for a year. And once I knew that I loved teaching, I could do it, I took a course. And at that time you could take a weekend course, and I started then teaching, and then I took more training. I took training in working with seniors, and then I took a type of training, meditation and movement, which included 3 specialists, one in the area of supersized and plus-sized women, a Himalayan monk, and also an Iyengar teacher. So those were my original trainings, and then I went on to have training with Atma Yoga in Los Angeles, which is more the psychology and philosophy. I am an ERYT 200 and an ERYT 500. What students say to me is the biggest benefit. First of all, the techniques that they use in stressful situations are the most benefit to them. So that includes breathing and relaxing, and knowing that they have a place within that they can find stillness. Also, as part of what I do, and just happens in my life, that one of my dear friends who I did my original training with, she is in active stages of dying. And I see her 2 or 3 times a week, and we are practicing yoga in a different way. She's no longer able to do the physical asanas, but we are talking about spirit, we're talking about breath. I'm not a massage therapist, but when you go through cancer, you're very touch deprived. So I do what I call Reiki-sage. That was coined by my massage therapist, which is a combination of Reiki and massage. And that really seems to help my friend relax and get in touch with that greater spot of her being. And cancer has been in my life. My sister is a 12-year stage 2B breast cancer survivor. My mother died of leukemia. And cancer has been part of my life, part of my journey, and it's not only the work that I choose, but it seems to have chosen me. I believe that the work that I'm doing and the legacy I want to leave is what I have learned and what might serve others. I'm grateful for the work that I'm doing and the service that I can provide. I feel very fortunate. There's no particular reason why I am cured and other people go on to develop metastatic disease. Cancer is just not that predictable. I could, tell you that I'd like to think that it's because I'm living my joy, and yet that's not a complete answer, because many people I know have been living their joy and their passion, and cancer, as I said in the last video, has no rules. I'm just fortunate, and I choose to spend the time that I have left on this planet to ease the suffering in the best way I can. Healing, that's what I feel drawn to do, and I feel fortunate to be able to do it. So my particular area, again, is working with patients, people newly diagnosed, people in long-term treatment, and that means that I am working with people that have a limited time on earth. Bringing to this stress all the ways in which yoga can serve us is what I'm drawn to do, what I choose to do, and what I want to share. Namaste.